Meryl Streep is officially Hollywood royalty, with a record-breaking 20 Oscar nominations. But even the greatest actress of all time has faced savage roasts, awkward talk show encounters, and chaotic moments that the studio wants you to forget. Like the time a billionaire director looked straight at her and called her an ugly thing.
His son was sitting there very excited that he'd brought in this new actress. And the father said to his son in Italian, because I understand Italian, he said, "Che brutta." You know, why do you bring me this ugly thing?
Whoa.
Yeah. Very sobering, you know, as a young girl. So I said to him, "Mi dispiace molto, you know, but I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry I'm not beautiful enough."
Imagine telling Meryl Streep she isn't pretty enough for Hollywood. Talk about an elite-level backfire. But honestly, and doing it with a savage sense of humor, even when it comes to her fellow A-listers. In a famous interview with Elle magazine, Meryl didn't hold back. Who sends 48-page-long emails, who has a massive dog obsession, and who straight up hates her guts. And yes, she said all of this right in front of Hugh Grant, completely leaving him speechless. Roasts don't stop with her co-stars. Critics have spent decades trying to analyze Meryl Streep's genius, leading to some of the most bizarre reviews in cinematic history. While most actors go into hiding when they read a bad review, Meryl proudly owns them. When she sat down with Carey Mulligan, Carey complained about being described as a human balaclava with monster hands. But Meryl shut the pity party down immediately by dropping a bombshell about a Woody Allen film, where a critic completely ignored her acting and gave the entire credit to her hair.
Never had a bad review. Have you ever had a bad review?
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yeah.
How bad?
Well, I remember once in a Woody Allen movie that they said, "Oh, this is the best performance by a head of hair." And I had really good hair.
Well, I think we have a picture of you, and it is, in fairness, good hair. That is, see?
Lovely hair.
Yeah.
If you think her movie reviews are chaotic, you should see her real-life interactions. For example, did you know Meryl Streep doesn't even go by her real name? Yep, she was actually born Mary Streep, named after a long line of family tradition. But when she was a kid, she absolutely hated it. She wanted a normal, trendy name like Patty, Kathy, or Debbie. Instead, she got stuck with a name her dad made up, a pair of thick glasses, and a lifetime of wishing her last name ended with a T instead of a P. And honestly, hearing her talk about it makes her feel less like an untouchable icon and more like an annoyed teenager.
Yeah. I was born Mary, and Louise was my mother's best friend, Louise Buckman, so I was named after her. And, but I was always called Meryl. My father's made that name up, and he liked that name, and so I hated it. I wanted to be named Patty or Kathy, or that's how they said it in my town, Patty, Kathy, Debbie. You know.
The truth is, Meryl can turn absolutely anything into a legendary performance. Give her a basic recipe, a mundane traffic update, or a random Wikipedia page, and she will leave you completely mesmerized. Ellen DeGeneres put this exact theory to the test on live television. She challenged Meryl to read an ordinary oatmeal recipe using nothing but a sultry, sexy voice, followed by a traffic report as a woman going into active labor. The result? Total comedic gold that proved Meryl Streep doesn't need a multi-million-dollar script to steal the show.
In a small saucepan, bring 2 cups of water to a boil. Over medium-high heat, stir in oats. When oatmeal begins to thicken, reduce heat and simmer, stirring occasionally for 30 minutes.
But even when you're the undisputed queen of cinema, there's one thing you can't defeat: your own memory. With 20 Oscar nominations under her belt, Jimmy Kimmel assumed Meryl could easily name her own legendary films. So he put 60 seconds on the clock, offered her a bonus Oscar trophy, and told her to start listing them. Spoiler alert, it went horribly wrong. Not only did she get completely stumped, but she totally forgot her very first nomination, proving that when it comes to remembering last Thursday, Meryl is just as forgetful as the rest of us.
What?
Start naming movies. There's an Oscar on the line.
The French Lieutenant's Woman?
Correct.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Yes.
Silkwood?
Yes.
Sophie's Choice?
Yes.
Oh, God.
No, that was George Burns.
See, I can't remember last Thursday. I can remember the olden days.
That one wasn't in there either.
Okay. Out of Africa?
Oh, yes.
Speaking of iconic movies, the entire internet lost its mind when it was announced that Meryl was returning as the terrifying fashion dictator Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada 2. But during her press tour, Meryl made a hilarious confession on late-night TV. The film takes place 20 years later, where the fashion world is under siege by what she calls our new digital overlords. The irony? Meryl has absolutely no idea what's happening on TikTok or Instagram. In fact, she didn't even know the world was hyped for the sequel until she left her house.
Wanted me to wear ostrich feathers, and I just thought, it's Jimmy. I just want to,
You know what? I don't think you needed the ostrich. And by the way, the ostrich now is running around naked, so you got to think about that.
I know, for nothing.
You were out on Hollywood Boulevard today,
Yeah.
which I would not recommend.
Yeah.
You were honoring two of your very close friends, Stanley
Yes.
Tucci and Emily Blunt,
Yes.
who were getting their stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and
Yeah.
co-stars in that
But just because she isn't scrolling through social media doesn't mean she's out of touch. When the producers needed a massive pop star for a live runway performance in Milan, Meryl didn't wait around for casting agents. She casually pulled out her phone and cold called her personal friend, Lady Gaga. When Meryl Streep calls your phone, you don't check your schedule. You just say yes before she even tells you what the job is. Gaga flew straight in from a massive world tour and totally tore up the set, leaving Meryl slightly threatened by how good she actually was.
Well, they wanted, it was written that there would be a pop star that would sing live on the runway in Milan. We were going to have this big show there. And I thought, well, why don't we get Gaga? Because she's so great. And she loves fashion. And I had her number.
Show, Oscar winner Allison Janney exposed Meryl's top secret, highly unconventional on-screen kissing technique from their movie The Hours. Meryl wasn't happy she's giving out accidental social security numbers on live television, threatening directors with just one more take, or literally shifting her co-stars' faces mid-kiss to fix the studio lighting. Meryl Streep remains unmatched. She's not just the greatest actress of our time. She's a certified talk show menace who rules Hollywood completely on her own terms. But the real question is, after 20 nominations, a legendary career, and a personal phone line to Lady Gaga, can anyone actually top her?
So Meryl's seat is in front of my seat.
Yes.
So she has a better seat.
Yes.
But can I just point out that behind every successful woman sits a loudmouth, wisecracking
I see.
guy
You've got a point.
who explains everything to her